Oh, come here, man. I love you too, man. God bless you.
I'm on that
You're
ride.
just on the path, right?
I'm on that ride.
On that ride.
Might not look it, but I am.
Yeah, no. It's one of the things I love about you, man. It's good. Oh, I know. I know. Alice. All right. I'm going to get a little formal here. Got to get official. Her daughter. Yeah. Oh, yay. So, when we get started, would you do a if you would, that would be great. All right, here we go. Grab what you need, because we gotta get rolling. We got some fun ahead of us. All right, friends, wherever you are, you got 1 minute, maybe two, to find what you need and have a seat, because I can't wait to see what's in these boxes.
I knew there were two, but how are there three boxes?
Oh, so one of the things Ken has noticed is that there's a third box here. So when we were moving out of our old building up the street here, we were purging like crazy. And one of the things that was in the going out pile is this tin box. It reads, "This tin box held papers in the cornerstone of the Congregational Church at First South and 4th East." So if you want to hold a box that is from 1891, this is one of them. This is the one. I guess in 1965 we gave a new box to the same material. All right.
We saved the old box.
But Marilyn saved the old box.
Almost in the dumpster.
Why does it have that slot?
I think it used to be for the poor house.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It's funny that they repurposed it, isn't it? Well, welcome to a momentous day in the life of First Congregational Church here in Salt Lake City. Thank you to all of those who are joining us here in the room, but also online, where it's great to have you. My name is Reverend Doug Gray. Just call me Doug, please. And I have the great blessing of being pastor for this incredible bunch of people. So one of the amazing things about this church is that we are an adventuring church. During the pandemic, First Congregational Church looked at their big building, built in 1965. It's still just down the street from us here. And came to the conclusion that the building was taking too much time, energy, and resources, that they would rather take care of people. Imagine that. So we sold our building, and we have been looking for ways to be a blessing in the community, recognizing that the old building might be demolished any time. This spring, members of our church decided we should open the cornerstone, which, by the way, it's right outside that door there, if you want to look at it later, and get whatever was inside. We were expecting to find a time capsule from 1965. But we were thrilled to find a time capsule from 1892. Since I first saw them, you have to know how hard it has been not to open them. And I am not the only one. Today we have this chance to, I should put a picture of the cornerstone up. Yeah, so you can kind of see it there, but what's cool is the other side of it shows the addresses where the other buildings were for our church before we got to this one. So, in our society, we often call buildings that house Christian faith communities a church, but it's not strictly true. The reality is that the building is not actually the church. The church is the people, the community of Christians gathered together by Jesus Christ. And so while today might seem like the story of 3 buildings, it is really the story of one family of people, often not related by blood, who across the years have tried to love like Jesus would want us to, who have looked to God for guidance in how to respond with grace to the times in which they lived, and who have tried to set the table for the next generation to also be a blessing. Well, so how did First Congregational Church actually begin? Well, when First Congregational Church was established in 1865, it was the first non-LDS faith community in Utah. That's amazing when you think about it, that here we are 160 years later, hanging out together, still working at the same mission. It appears that a group of what one author, I have to say, the name of that author is Mary Dawn Coleman. And we have her daughter here with us. So great. Oh my gosh. She describes there were bright young men who formed a literary society. We would call it a book group, probably. But they wanted more than just a book group. So they talked with General Connor up at Fort Douglas, and he found the Reverend Norman McLeod, who would be the chaplain at Fort Douglas, and oh, by the way, help that little book group become a church. He delivered his first sermon January 22, 1865. Can anything good come from Nazareth? Come and see. By March, the Sunday school had 100 kids in it. By July, it was 150. They purchased land on 3rd South, just west of Main Street, and on November 17, 1865, they built Independence Hall. Just a simple adobe building. The pulpit from which I'm speaking today is the pulpit from that building. Wow. Yes, you can come up and touch it and look at it all you want when we're done. It's just amazing. But the coolest thing was the great hospitality that group of early Congregationalists showed, because all the earliest groups of Christians, of Jews, of Masons, even Oddfellows, they all started in that building. The Congregationalists often hosted community and political events too, as they considered the building a community resource for everyone. A member of Brigham Young's family spoke at one of those events in that space, by the way. You know, one sweet connection to that time is that Bishop Tuttle, the first Episcopal bishop in Utah, preached in Independence Hall, and his congregation would later start St. Mark's Episcopal Cathedral. But this is the really interesting thing. Just as First Congregational hosted and was blessed by Episcopalians, now All Saints Episcopal Church, one of St. Mark's daughter churches, hosts and is blessed by the Congregationalists. First Congregational has a long history of tolerance and support for people of other faiths. And over the years, we have worked together with many groups of goodwill who wanted to make a difference in Salt Lake City. So, here's what we're going to do today. First, we're going to put ourselves back into an 1890s frame of mind. And then we will open the time capsule from First Congregational's 1892 building. Now, quibblers are going to say, but it was really put in the cornerstone in 1891. You're right, but just because you're right doesn't make it interesting. And then we will try to put ourselves into a 1965 frame of mind, and we will open the time capsule from First Congregational Church's 1965 building. Again, it was late in 1964. Okay. And we'll see what's inside. I just can't wait. I'm going to have help for that because this is a big project. Now, I should also say, wouldn't you all like to be right here for it? I have good news. We're going to put it up on the screen so you can see as we take things out of the box. And then afterwards, you can come up and get up close and personal with the things that really interest you. But I wanted to give you some confidence that, yes, you'll be able to see. After we wrap up our presentation, you should feel free to come up and see what's going on, okay? All right. So, let's get into an 1890s frame of mind. Let's travel back in time. Between 1888 and 1891, the United States was in the midst of the Gilded Age. It was a time of industrial expansion, robber barons, technological innovation, and growing social tensions. Railroads networked the country. Cities swelled with immigrants, and political debates raged over tariffs, labor rights, and monetary policy. Benjamin Harrison's presidency began in 1889, marked by high protective tariffs and high federal spending. And meanwhile, the American West was rapidly transforming, thanks to all the networking, with territories pushing towards statehood. Salt Lake City, still part of the Utah Territory, not a state yet, was undergoing its own evolution. The city was modernizing with electric streetcars. Can you imagine it? Introduced in 1889 and increasing commercial development, tensions between the federal government and the LDS Church over polygamy remained high, culminating in the 1890 manifesto in which LDS President Wilford Woodruff officially ended the practice. This pivotal moment helped pave the way for Utah's eventual statehood in 1896. and Salt Lake City began to emerge as a more integrated part of the national landscape. Well, in the 1880s, First Congregational Church outgrew Independence Hall. It started meeting, what's that?
With 150 kids, I'd say yeah.
Well, it was growing, right? Yeah. So they started meeting in schools and theaters. Interesting, they were nomadic then. We're nomadic now. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So eventually they bought property at First South and Fourth East in 1891, and they completed construction in 1892. As you can see, it's not surprising that it was sometimes called the Stone Church. The pastor through all of this was Reverend J. Brainerd Thrall. And here's a photo of the inside of this, decorated for Easter. Oh, by the way, if you look closely, you will notice that one of the chairs in there is actually right there. You could sit on something from that church. Oh, yeah, you can.
Not that one.
Oh, maybe not that one.
It hurt.
This one.
It hurt.
Gary can talk from experience there. Oh, and the screen's behind me. Do you see them in the picture too? Yeah. I love the color that has been added behind here. So, I think it might be time. Shall we open the first box? So I've asked if Ken Rockwell and Scott Hansen would give me a hand here. I'm going to clear some of the decks. Can I get somebody to help move the Bible to another place where people... That's up to you. I think you can just, if you slit it, you can just take it off.
Cynthia, what about the gloves?
Oh, yeah, some white gloves might be a good plan.
White glove treatment. You don't know what's inside.
So you have to know what he's taking off, it is the old duct tape. It's not cloth. It is something unspeakable. Ooh,
Here's a
pop.
something popped.
Uh-oh, air coming out. Now, let's wait.
You gonna get your gloves?
Oh, Cynthia's getting them.
Are you gonna put a camera so you see on the screen?
We're talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Here. We got to switch. Thank you for reminding me.
There we go. All right. And you have something shot here?
All right, there, I've switched over to you, Mike.
Boy.
Yeah.
Hang on, just don't get too far.
Okay.
We're solving technology issues.
All right.
And old technology too, with the gloves. She'll have some for you in a moment. She didn't realize there were two of us.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, good.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of that stuff. Yucko. There we go.
All right.
Supposedly, we're gonna have a camera on this. Let's wait for the box to appear on the screen.
Where is the camera?
Yeah.
Because no, but that's
We'll see.
Kitty.
There's magic things around here. Technology.
I know.
Maybe not.
You guys didn't secretly update before.
Now, Scott, are you sure you got all the way up? We're gonna find out.
Well, you got an edge there.
Yeah. Because there's still a little tape here at the corner. Maybe I'll hold it. Ah, there we go.
Drum roll.
Here it comes.
All right.
Here it
Are we ready?
All right, what do we got here? We've got a little copy of the New Testament here.
Oh, hang on. We need you to mic me in. Here we go. Actually, can I have the handheld, Bob? Lovely. This will help us. All right. So what was the first thing?
A copy of the New Testament. It was probably published before 1891, obviously. It's pretty well sealed, so I guess I won't be opening that right now.
Okay, great.
I see a lot of papers, and they may be fragile, so I hope I don't do any damage here. Here's a bulletin from First Congregational Church from July 27th. They don't give a date, a year, but probably 1891.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Show on the camera.
It's. Where's the camera?
Well,
Right
the
there.
screen's on the
Yeah.
way.
Okay. So. Yeah.
Down a little bit.
I'm,
Down.
well, sorry, I'm not
Okay.
very camera ready here. What do we got here? A little pamphlet, Coulter and Snellgrove, the Salt Lake music dealers. This is basically an advertisement from those days of a business that was around at the time, I guess.
Show us like you're a teacher. 'Cause we have-
Ah, here's the coins.
Oh,
I-
so here, I tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to let you hold the mic, and I'm going to walk around.
So
The New
we
Testament.
have some coins from that era. A silver dollar from 1890.
Whoa.
I'll get that one.
I think there's a quarter.
This one's in plastic. I think I'm safe.
Various papers that looks like from various newspapers. The Salt Lake Tribune, July 27th, 1891. Oh, the Salt Lake
See
Times.
these.
They had more newspapers back then. What year? What's the date? The Salt Lake Times.
The Salt Lake Times?
July 27th, 1891. And there's all sorts of articles, but we don't have time to read
There's the
them.
coins.
So what do we do? Let's see.
1891. Here's one, same date, July 27th, 1891, the Deseret Evening News. Yeah. There's plenty of newspapers. The Sunday Herald, July 26th, 1891.
So Scott, can you just work the mic and the rest? We're doing the rest. Or I'm working the mic.
Put something in the corner.
Which?
Well, since I have all these
For a hand- set of
newspapers, I
hands
thought
short.
I'd work my way through those, but since we're on a newspaper. Oh, I see. There's more. So, well, I don't know. It's a variation on the theme. I'm afraid to open this thing. The Pacific is, it's a San Francisco newspaper. Interesting. Maybe it has a story of relevance, but I'm afraid we don't have much time to go looking through every one. But, so, yeah, and that's the Salt Lake Tribune, July 27th, 1891. Yeah, these I haven't,
Oh, you haven't looked at those yet?
yeah, I was just getting the newspapers.
Oh,
out
it's
of the
so
way.
exciting!
Yeah. Salt Lake Herald, July 26th, 1891. All right. And, the Christian Union, a family paper, Thursday, May 14th, 1891. I don't know where that, oh, it's produced in New York.
Oh, the headline?
What's that?
That was the headline.
The Christian Union is the name of the paper, and there's a lot of ads on the front. I don't know. I'm afraid to open this very far, but there,
On the Salt Lake Times,
yeah.
under the guillotine. Berland and Dorr, the two young murderers, pay the penalty of their crimes with their lives. Death on the rail, 200 people killed or injured in the collision at St. Nandi yesterday. Boy, they're really leading with the bad stuff, aren't they?
Now, here's a Congregationalist newsletter from 9th of July,
A
1891.
Congregationalist newsletter?
Yeah. I'm in a newspaper, and it's, yeah, different form than we have today. I think we're at the end of the newspapers. Ew, but this looks like bad shape.
Hesitant to open.
The advance, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. A Chicago paper probably sounds like it might be like pro-labor or something. Anyway, yeah, there's.
The advance, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching
Yeah, maybe
forth unto
we
those
should have
things which are before.
cheated and looked at these in advance to find out what they're all about. But anyway, now on to some other papers. A few copies of The Assistant Pastor. I guess a newsletter meant for pastors. This is published in Salt Lake City, April 25th, 1891. And it has an article, salutatory. The assistant pastor makes his, unfortunately there's some damage to this, but somebody's greeting the members and friends of First Congregational Church. So there's an article right about us on the,
Cool beans.
have to study that more.
Somebody drop a cigarette on there or something?
Oh, I don't know, yeah.
It's wearing out, unfortunately.
We got lacuna in
That
there.
was-
Yeah. Oh, yes. So it's published by the People's Society of Christian Endeavor. That was a major youth group of the
Oh, it
time.
was. So the earliest youth groups, nationwide youth groups were called Christian Endeavor. It came out of the Sunday school movement because they wanted to have something for the teenagers. And that was Christian
Did that come
Endeavor.
out of the Bible Belt? Out of the Bible Belt?
Oh, it was everywhere.
Everywhere.
It was
Okay.
everywhere. It was actually started by, it wouldn't surprise me if it was Congregationalists that started it. We were really into that.
Yeah.
We were also foundational in establishing other schools. Here's a pamphlet from the Salt Lake Academy, dated in 1891. I believe we were behind that one, too.
That was one of the places where we sojourned on our way to the new 1892 building.
So a bulletin from an
It was a
event.
public school, by the way, not a private school.
Baccalaureate sermon by Reverend J.B. Thrall. Yeah. So
Cool! Oh, man.
All right.
I can't wait to look at some.
now here's something in cursive. I can still read it, can you? It seems that in list of names, it might be the membership list from the time. So,
Oh, I bet it is.
yeah, it doesn't have a heading, but that's what
I bet that's what that is.
Assume.
That's cool. I want to see those names.
all the way to the back. I can't read them all, but yeah, that's my guess, since it doesn't say otherwise.
That's awesome.
And let's see, here's another cursive document. Look, another list, or maybe it's a continuation. It was separate.
What have been all the members?
Oh, here we go,
Yeah,
front
it looks like a
page.
membership, yeah.
Yeah.
Members of the YPSC. Let's see, Young People's.
Yeah, that's a-
I'm not sure the YPSCE. Oh, that's Christian Endeavor there. Yeah, the active members and listing the individuals. So, C.H. Parsons, president. And the name Benner appears here. Anyway, yep. So, a list of the leaders of the youth of the time. All right. And let's see, did I already look at it? Yeah, that's the membership. I see what looks like a map of Salt Lake City of the times. Oh boy. Yeah, this needs some preservation. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to damage it, but let's see if we can carefully. Yeah.
Very carefully. What is that?
Salt Lake City, 1891.
Oh, a map.
Yes. So let's see. Here we go. Trying to.
Wow.
All right.
You're a little bit down, Bill. Wow.
Showing the different wards.
Can you find us on a map? Put it up.
Oh, we're at over here someplace.
We would have been downtown then.
But down then we were downtown then.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
When my dad came in
Here, I'm gonna
46,
put this on the piano, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, Scott, can you put that on the piano?
And then type list of.
Oh, mimeographs. Remember mimeographs?
no, I'm fine.
We did our official incorporation. I mean, we started in 1865, but it was in 1874 that we went legal. They
1874 we got legal?
created an official organization according to legal laws. You know, register
Always
yourself
gotta get legal.
as a corporation, and then it was in 1874. And at a meeting called by the Reverend W.M. Barrows, the membership during the first year was as follows, and the list is there, and the next page, extract from minutes of a meeting of the First Congregational Church and Society held at Hammond Hall, March 4th, 1891. That's where we met for a couple years while waiting for the new building
Hammond
to be,
Hall. Yeah,
to be
yeah.
built.
Another place on our sojourn.
It was moved that a committee of 3 be appointed from the church to act with a committee of 3 to be appointed by the trustees from their number to select plans for building and to report the same to the church when selected. The moderator, Mr. Elijah Sells, appointed by Reverend J.B. Thrall, Mrs. Johnson, and Mrs. N.A. Crossman as such committee from the church.
That's great.
And then, let's see, that's,
So what's your plan now? Are you gonna try to copy all this and put it back in the box, or are you gonna try to
Haven't
preserve
gotten that
it?
far
Well, we didn't know what we had.
I know.
So now that we know what we have, now we'll have to make some decisions.
It would be great if you could scan it in and be able to share it.
Wouldn't it be great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Ken, since he works at the Marriott Library, he knows all this stuff, how to restore, display. This is the guy.
meeting of the
Not put
church.
any pressure on you, Ken.
Yeah, we've been in talks with the Utah Historical Society. Maybe there's a way that we could actually make this publicly available.
Is anybody here that represents the Historical Society, by the way?
I think someone up front there.
We had been in touch with them, but I hope they'd send a representative.
Well,
No. There's also another page, extract from minutes of a meeting of First Congregational Church and Society held at Hammond Hall, March 4th, 1891. Meeting of the church and society called to hear report of the Committee on Plans for the Church. Mr. O.J. Hollister submitted report and also general plans of Mr. Warren Hayes for the church and parsonage. On motion of Mr. Hall, the report of the committee was adopted. It was then moved by Professor Benner that the matter be referred to the church trustees with instructions to prepare plans and specifications and to secure bids for church and parsonage on the general idea proposed by the sketch from Mr. Hayes and to report to the church when such bids are secured. Yeah. So, don't you love minutes?
Yes.
So now, what's the, I guess we haven't, yeah.
The scroll.
The final item in this box. It's titled The Scroll. By the favor of Almighty God, on the 27th day of July, A.D. 1891, Benjamin Harris, being President of the United States of America, Arthur L. Thomas, Governor, and Elijah Sells, Secretary of the Territory of Utah. George M. Scott, Mayor, Mayor, and J. F. Jack, Recorder of Salt Lake City. The list goes on and on, all these names. And finally, at the bottom, the Reverend Joseph Brainerd Thrall, pastor of First Congregational Church of Salt Lake City. These are the words read when the cornerstone was dedicated. This cornerstone was laid by the Reverend Joseph Brainerd Thrall, pastor as aforesaid, assisted by the Reverend H.M. Burr, pastor of the Second Congregational Church, the Reverend F.G. Webster, pastor of the First Presbyterian Church, and the Reverend T.C. Iliff, presiding elder of the Methodist Episcopal Church, Rocky Mountain Conference, the Reverend W.S. Hawks, superintendent in, how many pages?
Oh, yeah, but let's not go too far into the weeds there, friend.
Superintendent in Utah for the American House Missionary Society, or Home Missionary Society, and the Reverend H.B. Steelman, pastor of First Baptist Church. Another interfaith event, you see, with appropriate religious services. List of articles in this box. There it is. Now you already know. Names of members of First Congregational Church, historical notes of the founding of the church and society, program. So, and then list of all the newspapers. Yeah. So, you have already seen what this list is talking about. Boy, is this in bad shape. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you can tell. So if you look in the old box, where is that? Oh, here it is.
Would it be because it got so hot inside the wall?
When you look at the bottom,
Yeah.
you can see how some of the destruction kind of started to happen.
Now I guess we're going to have to clear this and make room for the next. But I don't know.
We just move over there.
Yeah, just but move some of this way.
All right, so can we have at least half the table back?
Right.
And then I'll let you guys, after you finish that, I'll let you guys sit down.
All right.
Wow, my gosh, that was really fun. It's killing me. I don't have time to actually sit down and read any of that stuff in detail, but there's time. There's time. That's right. Well, so let's move on to 1965, shall we? So between 1964 and 1965, the United States was undergoing profound transformation. We were in the space race and the Cold War. President Lyndon B. Johnson launched his Great Society Initiative, aiming to eliminate poverty and racial injustice. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 marked major victories for the civil rights movement, while the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution escalated U.S. involvement in Vietnam. And of course, the Beatles landed in America with a big splash. And television was this growing influence on public opinion. Do you know what the hits were from 1965? Bonanza, the Western, and so was was hot, and so was the sitcom Bewitched, which, if you're an aficionado of Bewitched, you know it starts in black and white before it becomes colored. In Salt Lake City, modernization and social tension were both on the rise too. The city expanded its infrastructure but faced challenges such as the tragic crash of a United Airlines jet at the municipal airport in 1965, which killed 40 people. 40 people, which if you think about the size of planes back then, that was a lot of people.
My dad took us out to the airport.
Really?
Saw that plane on the back.
Did you really? You saw that plane.
The back part was still there, and the front was down,
Wow.
burned up. It was just amazing. I'll remember that all my life.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Racial tensions had also surfaced, with rumors of riots and civil unrest reflecting national anxieties. And despite all these challenges, Salt Lake City continued to grow, balancing its conservative roots with the currents of national change. Meanwhile, First Congregational Church was trying to figure out what was next. Families were moving up into the benches. Suburbia, baby, where there was more space, and the church, we needed a new building. So under the guidance of Reverend James Blish, oh, I haven't connected yet. Changing gears. Yes, that's right.
You need a switch here?
I'm switching. Nope, you're all good. You stay the way you are. What? Cut it out.
It's also the year I met Carla.
Ta-da! There he is. James Blish. Yes, Bob? Frank Blish.
Yeah, his name was Frank. I didn't remember his name was James.
Oh, middle name maybe.
But he went by Frank Blish.
See, and that's why this is a together project. Under his guidance, the congregation decided to follow the growth and build a new building. Everyone was so excited for the future. Get this, even the teenagers in the youth group made pledges for the building of that building. That's pretty amazing, right? So here's what that building was like a few years ago when we were getting ready to leave. But thanks to Bob Dobson's saving slides, I also have photos from the day in 1965 when the cornerstone was laid. Oh, I forgot to show you the inside. So we don't have really good pictures of the inside. The best image that we have is this artist's rendering. Rob Adamson is the artist who drew this, and I think he captures the colors and radiance. Yeah, but I've seen a bunch of them, and none of them really captures the color in the same way that he does. But here are some of the pictures from that day. The laying of the cornerstone in 1965. And by the way, thank you, Ken, for digitizing so much of this for us. So I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things. So here's Reverend Blish. Here, Frank Blish. And you'll see there's a lot of construction behind him and the people here in front. But do you see the cornerstone? It hasn't been unveiled yet. That's one of the things I love about this image. So then, the other image I have is a bigger one of the crowd. And I think some of you will recognize people in the crowd. We could go for a while with you all recognizing those. If you're interested, I'll put it back up later. But
Yeah, I'd love you to.
yeah.
I would love it.
We'll do that later. We'll put it up again later.
Label it.
Yeah, actually, that's a great idea. We should have
I
a
have
sheet.
hundreds of old All Saints pictures, so we have no idea.
Oh, wow. It would be pretty cool to have some names to go with those faces. Well, so one of the things I didn't want us to leave today without doing is I wanted us to hear some memories from folks who were there. there were a couple of kids there.
Yes.
The Felkners were there. Marilyn and Gary, brother and sister, were there. And but
My aunt was there.
they're way on the bottom in the left
Is
there.
that them? Is that you?
I think that lady's sitting there.
Might be. Well, I asked Bob Dobson if he'd share a few of his memories of the day. Can I get you to come on up and talk with us a little bit about what that day was like? Here, come on up to the mic here, and I'll stand with you.
A long time ago, I don't know how much I remember. Or how much I want to claim to remember.
Tell us something about that day. It'll pick you up.
Trying to think.
Was it hot?
Yeah, it was nice weather.
So this is 1964. Fall of 1964.
And the thing I remember about it is all the women all had hats.
Yeah. Yeah, look for gloves. I
Yeah.
see gloves in there too.
Beyond that, I don't know, maybe Gary can remember more than I
remember
can.
they brought the city bus up with people in the church.
Oh, yeah.
downtown, And the buses, I think they had 2 of them, that's all I remember. And of course, I was running around being just, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason for that was that when we built the new church, there was some people who, I don't want to leave the old church. I'm not going to go up there. It's too far for us to travel and so on. So they had the bus come up for a while so the people would have a way to get to the,
From
yeah,
downtown.
from the downtown.
I think, this is my mother right here. She looks
Looks
like
like it.
Joyce Day.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
She's like her, she dressed like that.
And I think the older lady sitting in this first row is my Aunt Della, but I'm not too sure.
Sure.
Della Helpner,
Yeah, and
Oh, sitting down?
sitting down on the chair, right in
Oh.
front.
this is Foothill Road up here.
Yeah.
Just, I want you to think about that for a minute. That's Foothill Road. Look at the cars.
You notice the car there on the far right? Yeah, that one. And you remember from the old church, that car was up there parked on
Oh, it's
First.
the same car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I want to thank you for bringing that moment
Oh,
back to our minds for us. I'm so grateful, and thank you so much for the slides. This is a great example. If Bob hadn't said, "Hey, would you like to see some pictures from back then?" we wouldn't have that picture.
yeah.
So thank you so very
Yeah.
much, Bob.
Yeah, I thought I might have some. Actually, this was taken by my dad,
Oh.
What was your dad's name?
Bob.
So one of the things that's interesting, notice the angle of that photo, right? Notice where he's got to be taking it from, right? Above and behind. Yeah, on a ladder of some kind, I think. Or bricks, or
I don't remember what it was.
it's pretty interesting. Thank you so much, Bob.
Okay, glad to do it.
God bless you. Can we thank God for Bob? All right. Well, I'll let you head back to your seat, and I
Okay.
think, what do you think? Should we open 1965? Yeah, let's go. So let's get our team coming up here. Let me switch the. Yeah, same team. Come on up. We're going to use this instead. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, I've got a cord going back here. Can you go the other way? Oh, yes.
When I look at this, and I'm not sure I can manage this. I'm standing in the way. So I'll
Oh,
have to be behind the table. How about that?
here, let's bring the table out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move your left.
No, yeah, you can put it on the chair if you need to.
All right.
You'll have to move the mic at some point.
Still got duct tape on it, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, the duct tape is nasty.
There we go. Now you can see it.
All right, here we go.
Is that mic good for you?
Hope so. There we go.
Okay. Wow, that's custom tape. Is it going to come off?
Lovely.
It's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas.
Looks like we're ready.
here we go.
There we go.
That came off
This one
pretty
came better than the last
But
one.
I didn't have to wait 60 years for my Christmas presents normally.
What have we got here?
Organized?
So this is from 1965.
The papers are sure in better shape, I'll say that. So, for instance, first thing I'm drawing out here is the service of ordination of Douglas G. Hook as a Christian minister at the First Congregational Church on June 16th, 1963. A service,
Associate minister, I guess.
a service of ordination.
That's great.
Let's see. Here we go. This is a booklet, the 50th anniversary of dedication that was held in 1943. 50th anniversary of the
Yeah.
downtown church.
Here, I'm going to walk around.
Got a copy of that. Oops, here's a major. There's something in there. We'll find out.
Oh, there's some inside.
It looks like a rolled up photograph.
Here, I'll let you're the expert.
All right. Well, a photo of a lot of very well-dressed men, probably a leadership of the church at the time. And on the back, yes, identification. This photograph is of the men who participated in the building fund drive for the building of the new church on March 1st, 1964. It even includes Robert Dobson Jr. Yes. And also, any other names I recognize? Yeah, there's William Faulkner. I knew him back in the 90s. Yep. And there's Henry Faulkner. Frank M. Blish, minister. And Robert Dobson Sr. But I'm not seeing the name you were talking about. Oh well. But that was just one photo. The other one being of the church. I think you'll recognize it. It might be from a different shot, but this was. Oh yes, there's that car. They were talking about. All right. There was a whole stack of papers in here. Planning for the building of a new church. So documentation of the things that went into that. And contents of Cornerstone box placed in 1964. Well, I don't think I'll read those in advance because you want the surprise and suspense, don't you? Rough draft of history of First Congregational Church, and a first carbon copy. I wonder if it was by Mary Dawn. But anyway, it's an outline history. Well, here's another map. This one's Utah Highway map, 1964. And
Did they have Bangor on it?
you wanna see Utah as it was? Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh, that's Utah. Let's look at Salt Lake City.
Right. So Utah. Yeah. But yeah, then there's this map of Salt Lake City. Back then, you could get them for free at gas stations. They always had their advertisement on them. Yeah, we're not really used to where we can put them so the camera can. There's a time lag. There it comes. There it comes. Yeah.
No, it's good. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Scott, can you put this on the piano too?
And an envelope. The photograph.
Photos.
A photo of the old the memorial. Actually,
It's a card.
it's a card. May the joy and peace of Christmas always be with you. So we had our own official Christmas card back then, showing our stained glass window.
Yeah, that's the story.
Oh, look.
And
I'm just gonna ask that that glass of juice get moved off the top of the piano. Thank you very much. My heart is pounding, thank you.
an introductory,
Program.
an introductory pamphlet describing First Congregational Church. It was from that same time period. There's the Reverend Frank
Pick up the
Blish.
pace, man.
All right. First Church News, an early newsletter with calendars. There's another. There's some more coins from that era.
So I know I just said pick up the pace, but this is what it says at the bottom. So this is about First Congregational Church. Seeking to make religion as intelligent as science, as appealing as art, as vital as the day's work, as intimate as home, as inspiring as love.
All right.
That's pretty cool. I think that'll still preach.
There are a few, not whole newspapers, but news articles. I wonder if they have anything to do with us.
Oh my gosh, the advertisements are so cool.
Yeah, maybe that was the point. I mean, yeah, there's a few little articles, but I don't think they're about the church. Yeah. So, anyway, more articles. This one is about the building
neat.
under construction from January 18th, 1964. Well, more articles. I'll bet they're mainly about the church.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, a design for Christian education, a pamphlet produced by the church.
Wow.
To parents, students, teachers, and others concerned with Christian education.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, does it say who the architect was?
I'm sorry.
Was it Edward and Daniels, wasn't it?
And then it's in the planning document.
Yeah, 1964-65 directory, First Congregational. Yeah, the membership back then.
That's awesome.
Another pamphlet. This is, again, from the same time period. A blessing tomorrow, today. It was part of the fundraising for the new building. Here's a pamphlet on the Congregational Way, an inclusive fellowship transcending all differences, and it has our own address there, so maybe it was locally produced. Copies of the Congregationalist, then in magazine form as opposed to the newspaper we had before. And finally, First Congregational Church, 1963. I'll bet this is a calendar. No, it's not a calendar. It's the annual report from an annual meeting. But yep, that is it. Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
And now we'll have to figure out what to do with them, how to preserve them.
Oh, Gene Hansen,
Yeah.
8 years old.
Thank
You're 8.
All right, I'm switching back. There we go. Well, friends, that was pretty great, huh? That was really great. Before the rest of you go, could we just take a moment to say thanks to God? Let's take a moment to pray, shall we? Thank you, God, for all the years you have guided this bunch of people as we try to follow you. may we be reminded that what you most long for is people who will love others, who care for those who suffer, who welcome the stranger and the immigrant, and who try to always show grace to those around us. As we have stood for tolerance, understanding, and grace for 160 years, may we help people in our troubled times find the way to a better, more understanding day in which everyone gets to experience that God's love is for everyone, including those with whom we disagree. Help us honor people's consciences as we remind each other that we are all in this life together. As those who went before us did, help us to live into the rich future you have in mind for us. Amen. Well, thank you all for coming. Today couldn't have happened without a lot of help. I'd like to thank our speakers for the day. I'd like to thank my helpers at the table. I'd like to thank Scott Hansen and the trustees. I'd like to thank the special committee that got together so that today would actually work.
Thank you.
And thank you to Mike, who's running our technology at that end of things. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of the ways that you have joined us today and enjoyed our excitement. This officially concludes our event. If you would like to come up and see the contents from the time capsules, you're welcome. It's also a great time to get food before somebody else gets to it first. God bless you all. Thank you.
If you're going to touch anything, please wear the gloves. We have extra gloves up front. And take kids and bike.
Please do wear gloves if you're going to handle anything. I have more. Gloves, gloves.
Those are good gloves. These are performance gloves.
Gloves, gloves.
Gloves, gloves.